Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to start chapter number 4, multiplication. So let's start counting in twos, even and odd numbers. Students, you can remember that even numbers are 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7. So when we jump on twos, we skip one number. We jump on 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20, so on. Now count in twos and fill in the missing numbers are 0 already written, so 2, 4. Now and in this blank we write 8, so on. Next we write in the block 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Next we complete the columns are 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, and 32. Next we complete 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 46, 44. Next we complete this one 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, and 62. So in this way we complete these boxes. So now we move on the next page. On the next page we see that empty boxes, and we complete these boxes are 3 times 2 2 2 written as addition time. 2 times 3 can be written as 3 times 2 is also 6. Next 2 already written 4 times, we can write this statement as 4 times 2 is 8. Next we can write this number at 2, we can write in the term of 5 times 2 can be written 5 times count written 1 2 2 2 2 5 times, and so the answer is 10. Next we 2's are written in 7 times, we can in the short form is the 7 times 2 is 14. Next 2 2 2, so we can write the statement that 3 times 2 is 6. In this way we complete these boxes. Next to answer these questions, how many eyes do 4 cats have? 4 times 2 is 8. How many feet do 2 boys have? 2 times 2 is 4. How many hands do 6 girls have? 6 times 2 is 12. And how many ears do 9 tigers have? 9 times 2 is 18. In this way we complete these columns. So now we move on the next page. On the next page we see that the 2 cupcakes on a plate and 2 plates on a table, and how many cupcakes in all? 2 times 2 is 4. So we can move the part B. We can see that there are 2 fish in a fish tank, 3 fish tank in total. How many fishes in all? 3 times 2 is 6. So we can move on the C part. 2 bows on a head, 4 heads in the window, and how many bows in all? 4 times 2 is 8. So the next part is that 2 fish in a bowl and 5 bowls on the shelf. How many fish in total? 5 times 2 is 10. So the next fill in the blanks. How many wheels? 3 times 2 is 6. 6 wheels. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 3 times 2 are 6. And how many ears? 5 times 2 is 10. 10. How many feet? 6 times 2 are 12. So next one is, come on the next page. On the next page complete the table. We count this one 2 1 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 twos are 4. 3 times 2s are 6. 4 times 2s are 8. 5 times 2s are 10. 10 6 twos are 12. Basically these are the 6 groups of 12. These, and 7 times 2s are 12. 8 twos are 16. 9 times 2 is 18, and 10 times 2s are 20. The next one is the multiplications of 2's. Multiply and find out. 5 times 2 is 10, 9 times 2 is 18, 6 times 2 is 12, 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16, and 2 times 2 is 4. So the first question is that two children each holds 2 balls, and how many balls are together? So let's start with me. Number of children is 2. Each child holds 2 balls together, so the answer is 4. So the next question is that 3 girls have 2 sweets each, and how many sweets are together? So the number of girls is 3, and each girl has sweets 2, so sweets all together, so the answer is 6. So the next question is that 5 birds are on a tree, and how many wings all together? So let's start. Number of birds 5, and each bird has wings too, and wings altogether, so the answer is 10. So the next question is that 8 hens in a farm and how many feet altogether? Solution: number of hens is 8 and each hen has feet too, so feet altogether, so the answer is 16. In this way we complete these questions. So the next one is the multiplication of 3. It means that we jumped on number 3 and skips two numbers are 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20, 21 and 24. So count in threes and missing the numbers are 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24 and 27. So now move on the next page. Next page we see that this is the for all the empty boxes. So we complete this time is 3 time addition 3 add 3. So we can write in the form of multiplication is 2 times 3 is 6. So the next one is the 4 times 3 is 12, or we can write is that 3 with the addition with the time of 4 times we can write 3. So the next one is that we count 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 times 3 is 18. So the next one is 3 times 3. So we can write here 3 with addition sign only 3 times 3 add 3 addition sign, and we can write this statement as 5 times 3 is 15. So answer these questions. 8 times 3 is 24, 7 times 3 is 21, 5 times 3 is 15, and 6 times 3 is 18. Try means 3. We can multiply by using every time try means 3. How many will 4 tricycle 4 multiplied by 3? So the answer is 12. 3 tricycle means 3 times 3 is 9. 4 tricycle 9 times 3 is 27. 6 tricycle 6 times 3 is 18. In this way we complete this page. So now we move on the next page, and we can see is as another boxes we complete. In this picture we see that the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 boxes, and each box contain 4 dots. So we can write with the form of multiplication is 7 times 4 is 28, or we can write 4 with the 4 written can be 7 times with the signs of addition. And 3 times in this picture we see that there are 3 boxes, and each boxes contain 4 dots. So we can write this statement in the form of the multiplication as 3 times 4 is 12. Next we can see that the 6 boxes and each boxes contain 4 dots, so we can write times 6 times 4 is 24. In this way we complete this column boxes. So the next question is that multiply and find 6 times 4 is 24, 2 times 4 is 8, 10 times 4 is 40, and 4 times 4 is 16. And how many legs do the following animals have? 5 chairs 5 times 4 is 20, 3 elephants 3 times 4 is 12, 9 tiger 9 times 4 is 36, and 8 tables 8 times 4 is 32. In this way we complete this page. So move on the next page, and we can see that the jumps multiplication on 5 means jumps on number 5. 0 5 10 15 20 25. We complete all the table are 0 5 10 15 20 25 30, 10 15 20 25 30 35 40, 5 10 15 20 25 30 35, 20 25 30 35 40 45, and then 50. So move on the next page, and so now the multiplication and answer these questions. How many fingers on 3 hands? 3 times 5 is 15. 6 hands 6 times 5 is 30. 10 hands 10 times 5 is 50. 5 hands 5 times 5 is 25. So 7 times 5 is 35. 8 times 5 is 40. 2 times 5 is 10, and 9 times 5 is 45. So now we start these statements question F, G and H part. So let's start with me. Question number F है, each of 4 ostrich lays 5 eggs, and how many eggs altogether? Number of ostrich is 4 and each ostrich lays eggs is 5 and eggs altogether, so the answer is 20. G part is that each of 6 cats have 5 kittens, and how many kittens altogether? Number of cats 6, each cats have kitten 5 and kittens altogether, so the answer is 30. In this way we complete these parts. So now we can move on the H part is that There are 10 starfish on each bench and each starfish has 5 arms. And how many arms altogether? Number of starfish is 10. Each starfish has arms 5 and arms altogether, so the answer is 50. In this way we complete all these statement questions. So the next one is the multiply to these. 2 times 10 are 20, 6 times 10 are 60 and 5 times 10 are 50. So come on the next page. On the next page we see that the look, 1 10 is 10, 2 tens are 20, 3 tens are 30, 4 tens are 40, 5 tens are 50, 6 tens are 60, 7 tens are 70, 8 tens are 80, 9 tens are 90 and 10 tens are 100. So now move on the next page. On the next page we see that we complete these tables are 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 2 is 12, 7 times 2 is 14, 8 times 2 is 16, 9 times 2 is 18 and 10 times 2 is 20. So the next one we see that the 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, 5 times 3 is 15, 6 times 3 is 18, 7 times 3 is 21, 8 times 3 is 24, 9 times 3 is 27. So in the same pattern we complete these twos. On the next page we see that the circle the even number and tick the odd number. So in this we see that the odd numbers are 15, 23, 19, 69, 33, 41 and the leftover numbers are the even numbers are 42, 58, 96, 14, 50 and 12. So complete the boxes is R. 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 5 is 20. We can write 5 4 times is 5 4 times, right, with the help of the addition signs, and we can write this number in the form of multiplication is 6 times 2 is 12 and we can write this number is form of addition 10, right, 5 times, so the answer is 50. Now matching activity, 7 times 2 is 14, 8 times 3 is 24, 5 times 4 is 20, 6 times 10 is 60, 10 times 9 is 90, 3 times 5 is 15, 9 times 3 is 27 and 4 times 3 is 12. So now move on the next page. On the next page we see that the matching column activity is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. So next is 18. 9 times 2 is 18. So the 10 match with the 5 times 2 is 10 and we can match 6 times 2 is 12. On the same pattern we match on the leftover boxes. So the next page we see that the filling the blank with the missing number. 4 times 5 is 20, 8 times 4 is 32, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 4 is 16, 6 times 2 is 12 and 5 times 5 is 25. 8 times 3 is 24, 9 times 5 is 45, 10 times 3 is 30, 7 times 4 is 28, 7 times 3 is 21, 10 times 5 is 50, 6 times 5 is 30, 7 times 4 is 28, 9 times 3 is 27, 5 times 4 is 20, 3 times 4 is 12 and 6 times 2 is 12. So now move on the next page. On the next page we see that the 5 times 5 is 15, 5 times 2 is 10, 8 times 3 is 24, 5 times 4 is 20, and 3 times 3 is 9, 10 times 5 is 50, 9 times 2 is 18, 4 times 4 is 16, 6 times 5 is 30, 6 times 4 is 24, 7 times 3 is 21, 8 times 4 is 32, 5 times 5 is 25, 9 times 3 is 27, 10 times 4 is 40, 9 times 5 is 45 and 7 times 2 is 14. Next we see that the complete these, you can remember that 0 multiplying by any number is always 0. 0 times 4 is 0, 6 times 0 is 0, 0 times 1 is 0, 5 times 0 is 0, 11 times 0 is 0, 10 times 2 is 0, 5 times 0 is 0, 0 times 10 is 0, 0 times 7 is 0, 0 times 20 is 0 and 0 times 2 is 0 and 15 times 0 is 0. So on the next page we see that the solve these questions. So let's start with me. So let's start. Question number 1. There are 6 flower pots. Each flower pot has 4 flowers. And how many flowers are there together? Number of flowers 6. Each pot has flowers 4. Flowers all together. So the answer is 24. Next we start part B. Aslam has 8 bowls with 7 goldfish in each bowl. How many fishes are there altogether? Number of bowls is 8. Number of goldfish in each bowl is 7 fishes altogether. So the answer is 56. So the part C is that 7 jackets are hanging in a shop. Each jacket has 6 buttons, and how many buttons in all? Number of jackets 7. Each jacket has buttons 6 buttons altogether. So the answer is 42. And the D part is that there are 8 buns in a pack. 8 buns in a packet. Rehan buys 4 packets. How many buns altogether he buys? Number of buns 8. Rehan buys packet 4 buns altogether is 32. In this way we complete all answer these questions. Thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe our channel and watch for our videos. Thank you.